Hey guys, I'm Daniel. I was just asked to make a little video for you and tell you a bit about my story and how I came to Krishna consciousness. I'm a German student, 22 years old at the moment. I'm living in Germany, just about to finish my studies. And yeah, last year I've been to New Zealand because I thought all the time during my studies I should go somewhere else, I should discover the world, see some other countries. And I was always attracted to New Zealand. I know it's such an amazing country, it's so beautiful nature. I knew I had to go there. And so I was studying for one semester in Christchurch. But yeah, actually the study, it was, for me it was more some kind of excuse. I wanted to go there, I want to have the travel experience, to be outside in the nature, to have my solitude and see that great country. And so I decided to study there. And after studying, I knew I had to use my time to travel. I couldn't go immediately back to Germany. And so I started traveling through the country for 2 months. Yeah, mostly I did tramping. I want to go, yeah, to be outside, to be in the nature. Yeah, as I said, have a little bit of my solitude. And yeah, it was really cool. And actually then, yeah, one really fortunate thing happened to me. Because when I spent a lot of time outside in some backcountry huts, and so you start thinking quite a lot about your life. You know, a lot of philosophical questions that came up in my mind, and I was thinking so much about what makes you happy, what's the purpose of your life, and everything. And one day I've been to Masterton. I don't know if you know it. It's a pretty quiet and small town. Actually, I think I was the only backpacker there. I think not many people go there. There's hardly anything to do. And I can't really say why I was there. You know, it's kind of strange when I think about it now. Because I experienced something during my travels that sometimes I just had some kind of a feeling. I think it's coming out of my heart somehow. And I always try to just make my decisions following this feeling, you know, not think too much, just, okay, you've got a feeling you should go there, then just do it. Don't think about it. And it was the same with Masterton. I knew that there was nothing interesting for a backpacker, you know, there was actually absolutely nothing. I think the only thing is a sheep shearing museum, but I wanted to go there. And so I've been there once. It was just after a 5 days tramping trip somewhere in the forest. And yeah, I remember it was a rainy day, not nice weather, so I was just walking through town. I had seen the sheep shearing museum, and then some girl came to me and talked to me and said, "Hey, yeah, you look like a backpacker." And yeah, she had a book and said she was distributing some books, and so we talked a little bit about yoga and meditation, I remember, and I was really interested. You know, I always tried some meditation, I think since 3 years, and so I was kind of interested. And actually, at the same time, I was looking for some book. I wanted to have something to read in the backcountry huts, so it was really nice to have that talk. And yeah, the girl, actually, you know her, Munjaranya. I hope that was right. Munjaranya. Okay. She asked me just to say Munja. Maybe it's easier. Yeah, she gave me the Bhagavad Gita and this small book, Chant and Be Happy. And I thought, yeah, sounds pretty interesting, sounds cool. I'm going to read that. And actually, she invited me to come to Wellington if I want to meet her there. I thought, okay, I will go. I will read the book and yeah, see what happens. And what happened was really, really interesting, because when I started reading Bhagavad Gita, I think I only read the introduction. I was so amazed. I don't know, it just seemed to be fitting for all my questions. You know, I was thinking so many philosophical questions. And when I started reading that book, it was just like, bam, that's it. You know, that's the solution to all my problems. And so I just couldn't stop reading. I spent the next weeks, I spent so many days reading. I had some long nights also out in the backcountry huts and was just reading all the time. And I know this philosophy mentioned there, I liked it so much. It was, yeah, as I said, just seemed to be a solution to all the problems I thought about. So it was really interesting. So I continued reading all the time. I saw one book where the author Srila Prabhupada was mentioned. I had to look on it and read it. And yeah, and then I read this other book, Chant and Be Happy, and then it was the first time I discovered what the chanting is about, the chanting of Hare Krishna. And so I thought, okay, you should try that. I was always searching for something to do while I'm tramping. You know, the whole day you're walking on some dirty roads, and sometimes it gets boring. You need something to do. And I always wanted to play an instrument, but I'm not a music person. So I thought, okay, let's try chanting. And yeah, at first I tried it while walking, just chanted Hare Krishna, and yeah, it was actually alright. It didn't felt any special, but it was kind of nice, you know, it was something to do. And then I started to sit down in the morning, just be a bit more concentrated, close my eyes and chant, and yeah, it was good. And actually then I noticed something really interesting, because I told you, I tried meditation before. 3 years before, I was used to sit on my bed in the morning and just try to close my eyes, think of nothing. But yeah, actually after 10 minutes, it's over, you know, some thoughts come in your head and you can't concentrate anymore. So I always stopped after about 10 minutes. And then, yeah, I always tried to increase my chanting while traveling. And then I noticed one morning I was sitting there, I was chanting. I always tried to chant a little bit more. And when I finished, I looked at the watch and I thought, whoa, you have chanted for almost 2 hours. That's pretty amazing. That's awesome. And then that's when I noticed that's, I don't know, such an improvement for me. This chanting, this kind of meditation. I always wanted to do that. And this was my way to experience that, to increase my meditation, and I thought, that's pretty awesome. And so I think now since half a year I'm chanting 16 rounds in the morning. So my life has changed quite a lot. I'm not a party guy anymore. I always try to get up at 5 in the morning and chant my 16 rounds. And yeah, I just feel awesome with it. It's so good. It's I don't know, I feel my life has improved so much since that. You know, I think each day is, what should I say? I can use each day much better. You know, you don't waste your time with go out on parties and drink something, and I don't know, it's just awesome. I like it. And so actually, when I think back about my trip now, this is, I think, the most fortunate thing that happened to me. That I've been to Masterton, that I met Munja there, and she gave me that book, because that, yeah, had changed my life quite a lot, in quite an impressive way. But yeah, as I said, I love it. I'm so much more satisfied, I'm so much more happy with my life. It's just awesome. And yeah, so, and yeah, I think the time is almost over. It gets a little bit long. I could talk for another 2 hours, I think, but yeah, maybe if Krishna wants, I'm coming to New Zealand pretty soon. We can continue our talk there. All right, see ya.
When I meet someone on the street and give them a book and invite them to Bhakti Lounge, and then they slowly become regular visitors to Bhakti Lounge and they take up Bhakti, it's very inspiring.
To meet somebody special on the street who will take up Krishna consciousness, so that inspires me the most. And then by them coming to Bhakti Lounge and by them associating with devotees, gradually they take up Krishna consciousness, and that's the most amazing thing. It's actually the most satisfying thing to see that happen.
Shachira